California Gold Rush and the Chinese by Heather, Allie, and Kaitlyn. James Polk, the 11th President of the United States of America, was a vigorous believer in manifest destiny, the idea that the U.S. would spread across the continent. He was determined to spread the United States from sea to shining sea.
From sea to shining sea.
In 1846, the United States went to war with Mexico over the land called the Mexican Cession, which included present-day California. The Mexican-American War lasted for about 2 years and ended peacefully with the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo, which gave the United States all of the Mexican Cession for $15 million.
Cha-ching!
After the war, many people traveled west to explore and settle the new American territory. James Marshall, a middle-class carpenter, was one of these pioneers. In 1848, he was working at the Sutter Sawmill in Sacramento, California, when he found gold in the mill. All the employees were sworn to secrecy, but word leaked out. Soon, people were scrambling across the United States to get to California and what they believed to be certain wealth. Over 250,000 people rushed westward during the gold rush in 1849. They went panning in the rivers in search for their treasure. Boom towns popped up all over the state. The majority of the people there were men, so searching for gold and sending for their families if they hit the jackpot, so women were scarce. Many women were paid lots to do simple household chores such as washing clothes, making meals, and patching holes in miners' clothing. Even the simplest of things became expensive during this time period in California. Bread, flour, milk, and meat prices all skyrocketed, and since many miners who moved west never struck gold, many people went hungry. This sparked tempers among the camps where miners stayed, causing fights. More arguments started when people from other foreign countries began to show up at the mining camps. The Chinese were the main group who appeared. At first, all foreigners were welcomed, including the Chinese. But gradually, Americans became annoyed with the foreign immigrants and tried to drive them out. A law was even passed to make foreigners pay a monthly fee for a license to mine gold. Still, the Chinese stayed and opened up stores or farmed using their culture. Americans were not happy about this and beat the Chinese and set fires to Chinese buildings, even though they were hard workers, energetic, and skilled in many things. The gold rush ended in 1864. The fields and rivers were swept clean of most of the gold, leaving many miners without any. California still remained busy and settled throughout the rest of American history, and even though the gold is now largely gone, it is still the Golden State.